Lyra Valkyria versus JC Jane. It was fine. It wasn't bad. It wasn't
No,
good. It was
no.
fine.
Yeah, I just felt like okay, so this is what my point of view was on this. Because you get the storyline with her and Rhea telling her, to be this certain person and like be this badass. And I'm like, I'm still wondering what that means, what it entails when it comes to Lyra first. So am I thinking, okay, she did a decent job beforehand with Rhea, and I feel like we saw that part of her being a badass with Rhea last week. Fine. I mean, we saw a little bit of continuation with that when she was brawling with JC backstage at the Great American Bash. Sounds good. And then tonight, I'm like waiting for that to continue on, and it just disappeared. It's like, what happened? I was waiting for her to show a little bit more aggressiveness and show a little bit more what she was like versus Rhea last week, and then to like show a little bit more something different. I was like, there's nothing I could really highlight in this match, really. Even the ending, just the like her Plano splash, like whoop, and that was it. And I'm like, so we went one step forward, three steps back. Good to know. Yeah, it just
Story for the night for the women's division tonight. 3 steps forward, 4 steps back.
yeah,
Like
I'm gonna have to write about WWE next apparently.
and again, like I've always said, if NXT does good with the women, we praise them for the good work. When NXT does bad with the women, we call it like it is. And they didn't do a bad job tonight. But they did things and then seemingly undid things. Because JC Jane, starting this match, felt like a badass. Felt like what Lyra Valkyria should have done. Lyra should have been the one who came out to the commentary booth, slapped Vic Joseph around, and called JC Jane out to the ring, and then attacked JC Jane on her way to the ring like JC Jane did to Lyra. That would have been continuation of the story, like Astrid says. In this, JC comes out and shows the forethought to be the bad guy. JC Jane's the one who beats up the person coming to the ring in the smoke and all that entrance crap, but Lyra still does nothing for her. And it's just, like you said, 1 step forward, 3 steps back. Her matches are getting better. This match was good, but there was nothing memorable. It was 4 or 5 minutes of nothing memorable. It was actually probably longer than that because they had about 2 minutes before, they had a 4 minute ad break, and then 2 or 3 minutes after.
And I feel like most of the match happened during the ad break too. That's another thing that I noticed tonight with this particular match. And just like, so I'm thinking it this way too. Is like when she faces Rhea, she's like learning a lesson. So you're kind of expected to apply that lesson moving forward after she's learned it. And then tonight, just it wasn't like I said she learned anything, and it just I was hoping for something more like I don't want to say flashy, but something a little bit more for making her stand out. Something with maybe a different kind of finisher to make her stand out there as well. Like you said, they could have changed it and make her attack and call out JC. That would have started making her look more like a badass. Like I want the challenge, I'm here to welcome it. And it just tonight it felt like the character didn't learn anything from what Rhea taught her last week, and just what was the point now in the match last week and when we had this tonight.